What's up, everybody? Well, I got some great news for this video. I've had a great day so far. So, real fast though, this is kind of a layout I'm thinking about going with for my office over here. I'm going to put a door right here going in at the angle part, kind of like how my bathroom is here. Well, that wasn't in the way. So it's going to be like a bigger version of that. So it's going to have a big picture window right here. And on the other side, I'm going to do like a picture window. Obviously, all that's moving. The shelf's going somewhere else. It's going to take away from floor space in a way. But I think it's okay, because right here is where it's just going to be, when you look through that window, you're going to see like an office desk, a computer chair, and the person in there, or whatever. Stuff like that. You know, that's in my head anyway. So, you can see we moved a few things on down here to get them out of the way because of that good news we have. We have an unboxing to do. Boy, that's a pretty looking truck right there. How you like that scale one on top we just opened? This reminds me of something. Anyway, let's get to this unboxing. So, alright guys, I am super stoked for this one. Feel free to read that upside down if you like. Oh yeah. So now you get to see the whole truck upside down. Ooh, look what I just noticed. Check this out. Looks just like it. They could have just taped that to the box. Oh, I ruined that on the way up, didn't it? There you go. Alright, I have to do another take here and slow my roll some too. I was missing all kinds of stuff because I was miscited. But anyway, other than all the basics we already know about, like the interior, full detailed interior, you got your rich lighting effects. I love the magnetic light controls that's on the FCX10. The quick release body is new. That's not on the Blazer. You got your extra bumper. This is portal axles, and it comes with the covers already on there for the brass to protect the cable. So that's cool. We got awesome shocks on this thing. The ESC is independent. That's the main thing, separate from the receiver. And then you got the brushless outrunner motor. And check out the servo, looks great. It's a 25 kg digital servo and new MT tires. But here is what I needed to get to here real quick. On this, now I kind of misspoke. I don't even remember if I put it in the video, to be honest, but if I did, I want to apologize, because I misunderstood what somebody told me, what my sponsor had told me. But anyway, on all this stuff that's in here, on the Blazer, the K5 Blazer, it came with 4-wheel drive or front-wheel drive and dig. But on this one, see, I thought it did not have the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive option or dig, but I was wrong. It actually already has rear-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, front-wheel drive installed. But you can add the optional parts to go and add dig, 4-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, like the Blazer was. See, on the Blazer, you had to change things if you didn't want dig and you wanted rear-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. You had to swap. So this one's the opposite. This one's already at that point because I think people preferred that. And if you want dig, you can change it. So I had that wrong. I didn't think either one was there and you could add dig. So, sorry. I might not even had it in the video, but I'm apologizing anyway. So there's that. And I just noticed ESC 6-volt 3-amp BSC output. So I don't see on here 2S or 3S. That might be stamped on the ESC or in the book. We'll get to that. So there. I missed that part, and I wanted to clarify. It does have the 2-speed transmission. You know, all that I did mention before on the other video probably. Anyway, so there's that. So I think that's awesome because they took what everybody was changing and they just did that made it the more popular way. And for those who want dig, they can just switch it. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Man, this thing is beautiful. And I didn't think it had to shine because the picture that was posted or whatever I seen, it was flat colored. Like just flat. And I was like, it don't look like it shines like the other one, but no, it shines more. And that is some very good Lexan. This stuff is not thin. This is a thick Lexan body. So for the people that are saying, well, they could have stayed with plastic, I understand, you know, people like hard bodies. I get it. This damn thing is as close to a hard body as you're going to get without it being plastic, though. That right there sounded a little flimsy because it's the side, but this thing's not flimsy at all. I think it's a little thicker than the Blazer might have been. So now, one thing I'm going to point out here, I just seen on Facebook that with the other LC80 that has been out for a little bit now, they released another body version with these fenders fixed that people didn't like or whatever. So I just noticed this one has the old style, still kind of funky shape, but I don't really care about that. I do see what people are saying. You know, I never noticed it before on pictures until the other day, and I get it. But oh well. Anyway, check out this sweet bumper option. That is pretty cool. Looks really good on there, and I'm going to use it to protect all this stuff. And let me show you something here that is quite unique. So you got your sticker for trim here, which is quite basic, not unique, but that one's basic. But it comes with these aluminum, I believe. Sorry. We got these aluminum replacement. Even got the lines where the doors open and stuff, so it doesn't look all weird. This one's for the other side, obviously, but yeah, it's there. And then you got the pieces for the back behind the tire. Goes right there. These are nice pieces of aluminum that will give it character. Mine are going on there in just a little bit here. I don't know if it's double sticky or not. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it, but it could be. So then you get a couple of extra light buckets for the light bar up top, or whatever you call it, the KC style lights. So if you lose one or one pops off or breaks, whatever, you got a couple of replacement ones of those. The driver comes with a hat, just like the other guy did for the Blazer interior. And it is, yes, I believe. Don't hold me to it. I'm pretty sure that's a different head. Because my other guy looked like Justin Bieber. That guy does not look like Justin Bieber. Looks like Justin Bieber's dad. So, anyway, there's that. Let me see what else I can get here. What's the stickers look like? Just some basic. They're pretty much all white because they're going on a dark vehicle. They'll look pretty good on there. I don't know what they say, half of them. So, we got Stay Wild. I like that one. And some 404, whatever, FMS. There's quite a bit in there. Then you got your license plates for different countries and states. You know, instead of just different states, you got, you know, some China stuff, looks like, or whatever. Foreign stuff. So that's pretty cool. You get two of each, so you can put one on the front, one on the back if you need to. Now, again, this right here that's pretty cool. This is probably something that you actually could buy as an upgrade that's thrown in. I don't know for sure. And again, I'm going to go ahead and start praising this controller again, y'all. If you don't like it, you can knock it if you want. I'm going to tell you now, it's my favorite controller out of every one I have. I don't have any fancy ones, and I will never get a fancy one as long as these work. Because ever since I got my Blazer, I was disappointed that I would never be able to upgrade it without losing my controller if they never came out with a receiver soon. And I've been checking the FMS, FlySky. I've been checking the FlySky website all the time to see if I can find this controller with a receiver alone, and I could not. You can find this controller with a ESC receiver combo, but you could not find it with a regular receiver yet. So now that they have a receiver separate, and I will be installing that whole kit, the brushless motor, the receiver, the ESC, all of that will be going in my K5 Blazer when it arrives. We're going to upgrade it, show you how it does, see how easy it is to put in. It's supposed to be a pretty simple swap, and I'll still get to keep my controller. I love it. It lights up when you turn on the diffs. You know, when you shift in a second, it lights up. I just love the controller. And battery pack or AA's. That is, you know, a big plus. And as a matter of fact, I got a battery pack charged up right here, waiting to go in it. This one's a little puffy with this damn, I might have to take off my Velcro on the bottom. And this one's probably not in the best of shape, but I don't care. It's going in there. We're going to use it. Which way does this go? Plug it in right there. Sorry, I'm not getting all this right here probably. I'm still sighted, so boom, see what I mean? Stay with the main, turn on this, boom, lights up. Turn on that, lights up. I love it. And you just, it'll fit. You just gotta fold it around. You gotta kind of just work it a little bit. She goes right on in there. Get the cord to lay down and you're good to go. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, now, time to take that body off of there. I have never removed one of these yet. It's all new to me. See how it works. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Well, you know what? Before we get to that, let's look underneath it a little bit. See what we see. I need to turn this damn light on over here. What the heck, man? Boom. So now then, I need a pointer finger thing like the mines I have. So here's our switch to take the body off. No problem there. These brass covers I have on my Blazer. My buddy MC sent them to me to install, but they are, I think, $20 if I'm not mistaken to buy them. So right there, it's $20 value added to this truck. So the original LC80 that just came out recently was not a portal truck. It was straight axles. This one's portal, obviously. That one I don't think had locking differentials or anything, did it? Y'all let me know in the comments because I don't have that truck and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it didn't have locking differentials. So I think my buddy Mr. Eddie just told me that actually. And thank you, Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie bought one using my link. He bought the original one that just came out. And he told me yesterday that truck is amazing. Or the day before yesterday, whichever day it was. So anyway. Oops, that come off easy. Holy crap. I just turned it and it went patoing. I didn't realize it. There's one front and back. Wow. It's spring loaded, I guess. Let me do that again. Wow. Or did I go the wrong way there? Let me see. That's amazing, man. Those are nice. So the rack is plastic, but it's fairly nice. I like it. Oh, you know what? I finally got something I can use my net on. Boom. I've had this thing forever. Oh, I just set it down and it's already hooking everything. But I've had this thing forever and I really had nothing that it was at the right shape to hook on. And now I do. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take this on off here. Well, first, hold on. Wipers do move. That's pretty cool. They're pretty nice. Some are thick. Snorkel already installed. The mirrors they usually do real glass on FMS, and yes, they are. Those are not stickers or aluminum. Them are real glass. So now, we got the magnet body that we already know about, and the light kit that is awesome. Now, I don't know how it's hooked up at this moment, but as soon as we plug it in and figure it out, I might have to switch a couple plugs to make them the way I like them. Because On my Blazer, the lights, the tail lights didn't stay on all the time. They would go off, and they kind of just like worked as you used brakes or something, I think. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm distracted. I'm looking at this. This is a huge ESC. That is nice. Do I need to put a fan on it or anything later? Because this is nice, man. 2S, 3S. Okay, so that answers that. I guess the motor should handle both. BEC, that's what we read on the back. It says 6 volt, 3 amp output, BSC output. I don't know who this is. Predator, okay. That's a Predator system. And I do know they mentioned that they take these motors. These motors are in some of their airplanes that are awesome, and they just waterproofed them and made them badass. Alright, so now we got our servos here for your diffs. I see the cables, and on the other side was our dig optional type stuff. They're the 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, I mean. Ooh, wow. They always had good steering radiuses, but I just bumped it on accident, and that sucker's smooth. Wow, and it goes far. That is nice, and that takes me over here to the servo to show you. I did see it had a Predator servo. Nice. That is nice. I like that. Does it say 4 to 8 volt? Or is that 4.8 to 6 volt? Okay. 6 volt's fine if it's 25 kg, 25. Wow, that's got some torque. Oh, and I love watching the motor spin. Look at that. That's sweet. This thing feels good. It feels smooth. Wow. We're going to have an unboxing video and a drive video separate for damn sure, because this is going to be a long video. Man, I like the way these posts and I like the way this is set up. It's different than my Blazer, especially this. The clip system. That's nice. So let me go ahead and get a battery in this thing and fire it up. That's what we got to do. We got to see it fired up. So here's that receiver also. So let me find a battery. We're going to just run a 2S to start, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we got a battery in there. My little 2S shorty pack could be perfect for this thing. Now, one thing that I am going to move and change is the power button location right here. Now it does have its own wire. I've already actually popped it loose because the way this body is, you got these fenders and stuff, the whatever they're called, and you ain't going to just like flex this out and turn it on and off. You're going to have to undo the body, pop it up, turn it on. It's fine because most of the time you're going to have the body off and unhook the battery, stuff like that. But if you just turn it off for a little bit and turn it back on and you're just walking around or something, you're going to want to be able to just reach in there and turn it off, my opinion, and back on. So what I'm doing is right here is where they got it located. I'm just going to take it and put it right on this rock slider mount sideways so I can reach in and just push the button. I could even put it on top still and probably reach it, but since it popped right off easy, I'm going to see if I can't do it this way, if it'll fit right in there. I think it will. There we go. I mean, for me, it's fine. There we go. And it seems like it'll stay there. I don't think it'll be any issue. So now, let me turn the controller on first. Or did I? I already had it on, dum-dum. So, controller's on. I did turn the dual rate up and stuff, and we'll talk about that in a minute because it's got amazing steering. So, reach right in, hit the button. There you go. Now I can do it with the body on. But first, we want to see this beautiful motor spin because you guys got to see this. So, the steering, all FMS rigs are turned about halfway down when you get them out the box. You got to turn the dual rate up. So, if you get one out and you think it's got very little steering on any of the different rigs, whatever, turn the dual rate up. That's just how they do it. Now, I always turn mine all the way up and then I back it off some, looking to see how it does in there. And this one will actually, it will allow you to go full full power, full beans, whatever you want to call it. But I still turn it down some. But look at that angle. Beautiful. And very smooth servo. Very smooth. I like that servo. Now you ready for this though? Look at this motor. Let's see. That's nice. We finally got something that can compete with my Hobby Wing being my favorite. I like it. Reverse just as nice. Now I'd imagine it has FOC technology. I really don't know. I haven't read that much into it. We're gonna find out in a few minutes, but I like it. So now, what else can we talk about? Let's put the lights on. Let's see what's up with that. Put the body on here real quick and see how the lights look. So, alright guys, let's go ahead and check out the lights now that the body's on here. Now I am going to say, I watched a few different videos, and I think it was Crawler Canyon, complaining about the body not latching in the front very well on the older version. And I will say mine was a little bit stubborn, but it wasn't that bad. But I see that it could be probably a pain in the butt time to time. I don't know. We'll find out as it goes on. But maybe they've changed something. I don't know. But it wasn't that bad, though, is what I'm trying to say. I thought it went on there fairly decent. So it might give us a hiccup as we go on with it. We'll find out. I hate new stuff because it gets all that dust sticking to it. No. Anyway. Headlight switch, just like the K5, I'm going to assume. Yep. Can you do like a part? Usually you can turn on the back ones halfway because you'll hear it beep, but nothing happens. Usually that means your back ones are coming on. And then your front ones. That thing's slow, man. It's got some smooth control. So now, and they're nice yellow lights too. On my Blazer, I had to change things, and it looks like I'm going to have to change things. There's no lights on. Back up, they come on like a reverse light, but that's not even the reverse light. You go forward, nothing. Now, when you back up, there's nothing. You got to back up. You got to hit it twice because it's actually brake then reverse, but it's programmed to just go forward reverse. But the lights are programmed for brake and then reverse. And it's, even though they're lighting up, that actually should be a reverse light by the way it's coming on. And I'm going to show you how you change that right here because it should be fairly easy. Let me figure this out again. Let's see. You pop it off here. Body pop there. I think the front one's spring loaded more. There we go. So now, on this light box receiver deal, or no, it's on the car, my bad. On this light box receiver, let me get over here in the light and I'll tell you what I had to change in a second. I can't remember right off bat. I actually might even have to look at my Blazer to see how they're plugged in to make them stay on. There's only two plugs that are not plugged into nothing right now, or two slots open. So I cannot read these right now. I gotta get something so I can see what I'm looking at. I'm actually looking at it upside down. I don't want to hear it. I had to get my wife's glasses out, okay? That's okay then. Really, because it's so dark. I might actually have to take a picture of it and then read the picture. So let me get in here like this. Is it clear enough? Let me focus and take a picture. Boom. So now then, I got to stop for a minute, look at that picture, read it, so I can see which one to switch. So alright, now I was pretty sure that I had to go to the other one still, but I took it from the one that said brake 6, I put it on brake 5, and all that does, oops, a minute ago, when you went from forward to reverse, the light didn't come on yet. You had to double tap reverse to get the light. When you switch to brake 5, now when you first go forward, then reverse, the light comes on. When you double tap, the light goes back off. So it's more like a brake light would be now, instead of a reverse light. The original way, if you had this set up to where you were using your brake, you know what I mean, brake then reverse. If you had it set up that way, this way it would actually be a brake light and not reverse light, because you got to do, first one would be on, second one when you're driving would be off, the other way would be a reverse light. But we need to go to the other option, so I got to take it off again. So alright, I'm going to turn this light on my thing so I can show you what we did here now. You're going to take it off the top one there that says brake 5. I don't know if we can see this, so I'm going to try to do a zoom a little bit here. It was at the top where it says brake 6. I'm sorry. Brake 6, you're going to unplug and you're going to bring it down where it says DRL3. That one was empty. That's where you're going to plug in at, DRL3. So now, let's see what happens when we put it on the car. So alright, now when you turn on your lights, now I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you go halfway on the switch, you should only get the back ones. I didn't check that part yet. One click, boom, there you go. First click, back only, no front. Go, and it will beep once like that if you go far enough and the front are still off. Then you go the rest of the way and the fronts come on. So that's pretty cool. When you plug them into the DRL3, whatever it was, then that's what you get. You get a full-time one. Now, if you had white lights and you plugged them into one that said brake 6, I don't know if there's a spot to put them in there, but if there is, they will only light up when you go backwards, and you can use them there. Right now, we got turn signals. We have just full-time lights. No brakes, nothing like that. But if you hooked them another set in there somewhere, you can make it happen. So now, before I wrap this unboxing video up, because I am going to take this thing outside and run it tonight, even though it's dark, because after 9 o'clock when I drop my unboxing video, I'm going to try to get a run video after the fact dropped. And then we're going somewhere tomorrow. So let's see. Will it self-crawl up this or what? I don't know. Let me find the trim, and we're going to do it with the trim instead. As soon as I put it somewhere where I can. Let me read it first, right there. So let's try. Which way is which here? Oh, wrong way. Hold on, my dog wants out of the room. Alright, sorry I had to let her on out. So now then, let's give this a shot. Which way do I go? Okay. I'm not worried about like the slowest or none of that. Let's actually go ahead and see. There you go. That's about the slowest, and that's not bad. For a stock rig. Don't forget, stock rig. Yeah. So let's just go a little bit more. And better keep an eye on my steering. We'll make sure it steers. I guess we're lining up. Now I am holding it, but I'm not giving it no gas. I'm just going to make sure it's... Oh yeah, FOC's working. Now steering seems to be holding fine, so I don't have to hold the controller. That is nice. Stock rig. I mean, who else is giving you rigs you don't have to upgrade at all on the powertrain? I mean, the servo seems to be great. Obviously, the electronics are remarkable. Tomorrow, when it's daylight, I will see how fast it goes in second gear, all that stuff. But, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, let's see. Let's turn that off right there and drag brake. Because this is supposed to have an adjustable drag brake. Hold on a minute. Let's see. That goes up. Right there's off of that. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to have, but my Blazer does with the brush system. Let's see. If you turn this knob here, you can turn the drag brake on or off, and I don't know if it's the same or not. It doesn't seem to change there anyway, but that doesn't mean it's not. Let me back up and see. Get a little more pressure on it. Is it rolling any? Well, maybe it's just still got a good drag brake no matter what. Or maybe the drag brake doesn't change on this one like the other one. But my other one, you can turn it all the way off and it would coast like in neutral. If you went full throttle and lit off the throttle, it would roll like neutral if you turned the drag brake all the way off. But this one, I don't care about that. That is just amazing right there. Good job, FMS. Great job. And you know, usually if it's a licensed vehicle, usually it comes from FMS, and then if it's, you know, no name or just something that looks close but it's not, then it's usually Rock Hobbies or something. But this is a licensed Toyota. So I can sit here and do this all day. I love slow crawling. I do. Now these tires feel really good. So let's see how she does there on it. That's nice for a downhill reverse. Nice. So alright guys, we are going to wrap this one up. So do me a favor. Click on the link in the description below. Go over to FMS, see what you like. If you want one of these bad boys, I have to apologize. At this moment, I do not know the price, because they are going to be released tonight at 9 o'clock our time, my time anyway. And I will have more details then. But I've already filmed this video, you know, waiting on that to come. So, man, this thing's fun. It's a good looking truck too. It is a shame that I didn't get the new version of the fenders. I don't know if the blue one even has a new version, but I did see it with the gray one, that they have a new straighter angle. But somebody said they were like real brittle or something too, the other ones, and not these. So I don't know. You can't believe everything you hear anyway. So that's the way I look at it. Until I have my hands on it and I actually experience it, I don't go by what other people say a whole lot, because so far, things I hear about every other vehicle I have been lucky enough it not happened to me. I've only had one little servo burn up on my FMS and on my TRXs. Maybe two on TRX. But that's it. And I did go through a servo on the front of my Blazer, my FCX10 Blazer. But who doesn't have that issue every once in a while? So anyway, please click on that link. Go over, check out FMS, get you some of that good stuff. They are really stepping their game up. I don't care what anyone else says. It's my opinion, and I know I'm right. They're awesome. I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. She's pretty good looking. Got real door handles too, in case you're wondering. And I know there's a lot of stuff I forget to talk about and I leave out. So ask me some questions. Maybe I can answer them in the next video or something. And we'll go from there. I'm going to try to get a run after dark out here. If it ain't too cold out there. If it's too cold, we're going to wait till tomorrow and go somewhere in the sunlight. Take it to the cliffs of the Noose or something. And go from that. So also, they are sending me these electronics, like I said, and we're going to put them in the Blazer. I'm dang sure putting them in the Blazer after seeing how this performs. We're going to go ahead and do that. I will try to show you all the detail I can on that change, just so if there's anything you need to see, we'll try to keep a little more detail this time. I'm trying to do better for 2025. So, and also, I got more good news today. I will be also reviewing the Ridge Racer 1/7 scale off-road beast. I'm not going to call it a basher, because, you know, they are saying you shouldn't jump it 25 feet like everybody does with, you know, a Slash or Arma, especially stuff like that. But yeah, it's not that, but it's pretty tough. You can still jump them and stuff. I just wouldn't get carried away. But we're gonna review one. I can't wait. I should have one probably this weekend maybe or something, and we'll go from there on that. So I have a location. I haven't been there for a while. I haven't even been there on video, any of my YouTube channels. But it's called Bosco Beach. It's a 4-wheeler ATV park. It's very popular in North Carolina here. But I have been allowed to go there before and take my 1/5 scale off-road trucks, and I used to run them at the gate. I wouldn't really go up in there and where the 4-wheelers and stuff were, but I'd go up by the gate. You could run a bunch of sand, kind of close to the off-road track, stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. So I'm going to see if I can still get away with doing that. That was a couple years back, probably 4 years ago, last time I was there doing that. But if they'll let me, that's where we'll take it. We'll rip some sand up. It's awesome over there. So anyway, guys, I know I done said I was leaving here a minute ago. So please like, subscribe, share, comment, click on that link. Help me out with FMS. And I'm only like $7 behind Mark Santa Maria, one of my favorite YouTube channels. Somebody buys something, I might get ahead of him once. And also, he has a great video on the FMS Ridge Racer. Check that out if you want. It's a great video. It's a great truck. And it's got a Bronco body on it now. Originally, when it came out, I don't think it was. And they licensed it, and now you can put Bronco stickers on it and stuff. So there, that's awesome. So enough talking about the other vehicle. Check this out. Go click on the link, and we will catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.